Okay.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Some truck drivers like to pretend they need a truck that big, so why not me?
Yes.
A lot of Bronco drivers like to pretend they're going to go off-road, but do they? No. So I can pretend I can drive a manual.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Hey, Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there is Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
It is an icy cold day here in East
so
Texas.
cold.
Wind is blowing through as Christmas is approaching. I don't know when you're watching this, but we are in the latest 2025 Honda Civic. We are in the hybrid model, and in this video, we'll tell you how this compact sedan fits our family of three. Stay tuned. All right, Holly, we haven't had this one long, but I think I am going to be spending more time with this one because I'm taking this one on a little trip. So we're getting a head start on our review of this 2025 Honda Civic. A lot of people online are saying, oh, they didn't change anything up outside. But what are your thoughts on the exterior styling of this 25 Honda Civic?
Well, I'll tell you one thing that we don't normally talk about.
Yeah.
But we have on a couple of cars, and that is this color shows dust.
Yes.
Very bad.
Yes. And usually...
We've had it for today.
Usually, cars are brought to us washed. This one was not. This one was brought to us dirty. And...
okay, so it wasn't just...
No, it was not just cleaned. It was brought to
okay,
us
so
dirty.
maybe I need to take that back.
Okay.
I thought it was just cleaned.
Okay. But I will have some B-roll of some freshly cleaned Honda Civic for you to see.
Yeah, okay. Well, I take it back then. I don't know if it showed, but I mean, it does show dust.
Yeah.
More than I would think a gray car would.
A blue car.
Is it blue?
It's blue.
It's blue-gray.
It's blue.
It's blue-gray.
Anywho.
More than a blue-gray car should,
Yes.
I think. And I do get asked that question by the female consumers.
Now, our friends had the Generation Civic before this, and I never really got on board with that style. It seemed a
didn't like that
little
style.
too spaceshipy,
Yeah,
odd.
I didn't like that one.
This is cleaned up, much more contemporary, and like you said, it's nothing stands out about it, but I mean, it looks nice, right?
That looks nice.
Yeah. All right, what about moving inside here?
There's some things that I like and some things I don't like.
Let
so
me
much.
guess, you don't like the idea
honeycomb.
of having to clean the honeycomb,
I do not.
but we just get
And
the goop.
I guess you don't like that it's a manual.
It's not a manual,
It's not a
but
manual.
the stick does look like it is
Yeah.
a manual. I do like the stick
Yeah,
looking like a manual
yeah,
because I like to pretend I can drive one.
okay, okay.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Some truck drivers like to pretend they need a truck that big, so why not me?
Yes.
A lot of Bronco drivers like to pretend they're going to go off-road, but do they? No. So I can pretend I can drive a
I'll
manual.
give you that. I'll give you that. Let's see. So, don't like the honeycomb so much. There's some gloss black here, some gloss black down here.
Wait,
down
wait.
here.
This is gloss black, but it's textured, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's not going to show fingerprints
That's
like
true.
this is. I like this,
Yeah, but not this.
but not this.
Okay.
Not the honey.
Yeah, this is.
I don't want to
Yeah.
goo the honeycomb all the time.
Yeah, but
That'd be a pain.
we only get these vehicles for a week, so we don't know how much that'll
And
really get dirty.
I'm not been on board with the joystick
No?
either.
You didn't like it in
I
the
do kinda
bigger
like the
Accord.
clicking, though.
Yeah.
I didn't know it clicked.
Are you coming around on the
Coming
joystick?
around. No, I'm
Um,
not. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're trying to do something different, and for that, I applaud, but
Okay. Okay. What about the steering wheel? No muss,
fine.
no fuss. Yeah.
just a regular old steering wheel.
Full digital gauges behind the steering wheel, which we know you're not a big fan of, but they're easy to read. Yes? No?
Mhm.
Yeah. Digital screen here, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We've got a nice sunroof. What's the visibility like sitting here in traffic now?
The visibility's been really good. And
Yeah.
like just then and before I backed up
Yeah.
using both my eyes and the backup camera.
Mhm.
And I didn't have any problems with that. So that's been good. And speaking of that, it's doesn't scrape when we
Yes.
get out of it. I don't have to go 2
miles.
miles an hour putting
Yes.
down.
For those of you who have not followed our channel for a while, our driveway is a steep 13-degree incline, which doesn't sound like a lot until you're in it. And a lot of vehicles, a lot of cars especially, you have to creep down and go down at an extreme
steep
angle as to not drag the chin or the tail, just to make sure that there's no body damage. And that's not really an issue here.
No, which I was surprised about with it being a sedan.
Yep.
So,
And,
nice.
but what do you think on room and storage space in here?
I think it's nice. I haven't looked in the trunk.
Yeah.
How's the trunk?
It's a decent sized trunk. We'll get back there in just a moment.
But as far as like up here
Mhm.
and in the back seat, I mean, it's all the room that we would need
Yeah, absolutely.
for our family.
My daily driver.
It does not feel like you're sitting on the ground.
True.
Which a lot of sedans can. I did not feel like I had to fold myself in here, which a lot of sedans you do.
Yeah.
So.
My daily driver, our only car right now,
Mhm.
is a 2013 Chevy Cruze, same size class as this.
Mhm.
And I feel like this is much larger on the inside, especially sitting in the back seat, which I'll show you when putting in Tucker's child safety seat. But what about other storage options in here? We've got your Qi wireless charger up here.
Yeah, that's pretty.
2 cup holders.
You had a little
Center console.
center console with the shelf.
Little storage in the
Shelf.
door, little storage in the door. And then, can I get the damped glove box open? There's really just enough room for our go bag and the owner's manual. Not very large glove box there, but some space. And then I can see, we remarked at the beginning, very chilly day. You've got your seat heat on full blast. You've also got your temperature set differently than I do. So dual zone climate with heated seats. So like that a lot. But pretty easy just to get in and go. You got in it and went today.
I got in it and went. Thank goodness.
Yep.
And you got automatic seats. Did you say that already?
I've got power seats over here.
Power seats over here, not automatic. Power seats, which are nice, and it goes up and down.
Yeah. No memory setting though.
No memory setting.
Yeah.
No head-up display.
No, but the digital cluster is pretty good. You've got your
It's pretty good. And
speed
it's in a
sign
pretty good
recognition and stuff on there. So yeah, not too bad there. Tucker, how's your space back in the back seat?
Good.
Yeah. Any thoughts?
No.
No? Well, do you know what it's time for?
Putting in my child safety seat.
Yes, and then we will talk about that trunk storage back in the back. The back seat of the Honda Civic sedan is a very roomy place. Midsize sedans, compact sedans have become midsize sedans, and just how roomy they are. I've got an abundance of space behind where I've been sitting for this video. I've got a mat pocket behind the passenger seat, but not the driver's seat. No controls, air vents, or anything on the back of the center console. Nothing really outstanding back here, but I do get a full down armrest with 2 cup holders, and it just flops all the way down to the seat. We do have lower latch points hidden under a little flap here, and top tethers all the way across, but we only have the latch points for the outboard seats. But I will climb out and get Tucker's Graco Extend-A-Fit child safety seat. This is the same one he rode in when he was rearward facing. And you can see I'm gonna have to move that front seat forward just a skosh. It is a power operated front passenger seat, but now you can see just a little bit of seat movement. And we've got plenty of room for a rear-facing car seat. So this makes a great family vehicle for young and starting families that have rear-facing car seats. Turn that guy around, and this right here is why I think crossovers are selling so well. The install process of the top tether on sedans is not my favorite. These outboard headrests, and well, all 3 headrests really do not lift up out of place. So we will be kind of squishing that leather headrest as we tighten that down. Now I already mentioned there is a flap hiding the lower latches down here that does actually, when it's removed, give me a very clear view of body color painted lower latches down here. And yeah, I'd say that was a pretty simple install. Tucker's trying to come in and say hi. There he is. And now that we've got that good and snug, we can come in here, snug down that top tether. I would say that wasn't too bad of an experience all the way around. Not like my daily driver, which is just behind the camera in my 2013 Chevy Cruze. I'd say for a sedan, this is a huge win. Now let's go back and check out the trunk space. As we come up to the back of the Honda Civic, nothing too spectacular here. It is a compact sedan. We have an electronic release to open it up, and then a decent amount of trunk space back here. I'm actually quite impressed with how much space and just how large the opening is to that rear load-in cargo area. You can see we have a 60-40 split seat back here, with the 40% being where we just installed Tucker's child safety seat. Unfortunately, like all sedans, you have to pull this lever here and then reach way in and push that seat down from there just to get it down. I think Tucker's on the other side of it now, keeping it from going down. And you can see we don't have a complete flat transition there between trunk and cargo inside the vehicle either. And another thing I want to point out, the hinges are going to crush your luggage if you put something directly underneath it. But something I like that Honda did do is they put this little plastic handle right here so I can attempt to, if you give it enough oomph, pull it closed without getting your fingers all over your blue paint. All right, Holly, so plenty of room in this for 4 adults and a lot of stuff in the back. This has been a practical vehicle while we've had it. It's a hybrid, so fuel efficient. We'll get into that in a moment. But how has it been driving it around? You've taken it on a couple trips now so far. How has it been maneuvering?
Yeah, I've found it really easy to drive. The hybridness of it gives it a little get up and go.
Oh yeah?
Where you don't really feel the gears shifting very much.
Yeah.
You just kind of feel like you can go.
But the power's been good?
Yeah, power's been good.
Okay.
Have you driven this car?
I have not.
Oh, wow.
I haven't. As you are seeing this
The
recording.
power has been good.
Yeah. Okay. I will 0 to 60 test and do all my.
I always wonder when you ask that if you're like agreeing with me or disagreeing with me.
No.
On the power.
I took this one around the block, literally just around the block. So you've put way more miles on this one than I have. But as I said, I will be taking this one on a trip and testing the acceleration on this. But yeah, how is the steering? Is it heavy? Is it light?
No, it's probably about medium though.
Yeah.
Not too heavy, not too light.
It doesn't feel like you gotta
no
barely turn the wheel, or
no, I would say it's like leaning more towards heavy than light.
Okay. But been easy to park and maneuver. And
oh, so easy to park.
And now, as we are nearing turning on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, Texas, we'll talk about how this one drives and rides. All right, Tucker, we're getting on the historic brick streets. How is your wobbly head back there in the back seat?
It's not the smoothest car we put in it, but I'd say it's pretty good and pretty bumpy.
Well, that was the biggest bump. I think
you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Very much.
I'd say you heard it more than you felt it.
Yeah, I didn't really feel it.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't really hear it a lot either.
Yeah. And I mean, these are not smooth brick streets down right here.
No. We go on the rough part.
Yeah, several imperfections in the brick street here.
So I feel like, because it's like not, like here's a
wavy
dip here.
Yeah.
I feel like it feels more like this, even though the road is going like this.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like you can feel the bumps a little bit, but not like I would think that it's not like on one side and on the other side.
So it doesn't.
Does that make sense?
It's not jarring.
It's not jarring. Yeah.
It's smooth.
It's a little more like.
Yeah. It handles imperfect.
It handles it well. Yeah. It keeps the car straight Even though it's like a
Yeah.
dip here, a dip here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So you like it. It
I
did
like
good.
it. I like this car. It does good. I like this car.
You done well, Honda. Any other thoughts before I pull out the window sticker, which, sorry, Tucker, is on my phone?
What about fuel efficiency?
All right. Well, then there we go.
Because it's hybrid. It's not a
Yes.
plug-in hybrid, right?
No, it is not a plug-in hybrid. It is a traditional hybrid, like a Prius. This would be a Prius Fighter. Therefore, it does get better city numbers for stop-and-go traffic because you're using the electric motor more than the gas engine. So it's rated at 50 city, 47 highway, 49 combined. I'd say the last two vehicles we had that would compete directly with this would be the Prius and the Kia Niro that we had. But both of those are hatchbacks. This is a traditional sedan.
Okay.
So, but yeah, fairly good on the efficiency side. Now, this one being the touring model is like the top trim of the hybrid. We've talked about dual zone, climate, the heated seats, stuff like that. Care to guess the MSRP with destination? What you're going to pay before taxes, title,
Okay.
license, and all that stuff. The big number on the window sticker.
40,000.
No. Overshot
Good.
it.
Okay, I did because it was a Honda.
Yeah.
I overshot it because it was a Honda, but I was thinking 37.
Still overshooting.
Really?
Mhm.
Now that is impressive.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
we've got leather seats. and
I know. 32.
32,
Oh,
845.
Oh, I was lowballing it.
Yeah,
I thought. Okay,
yeah.
32 is not bad.
So, for a 2025 model at that.
Yeah.
So, what are
Yeah.
your thoughts now knowing the price?
This would definitely be in our list.
Yeah.
I think. Don't you think?
I think it, one, we already know the size fits our
The
family
only
quite
thing
well.
is you don't have the memory seats.
Yeah. For us at different heights, that, could be a problem. And the power seats tend to move a little slower
And
than,
we share cars.
Yes.
So.
but
But if you didn't share a car that much, and
Yeah.
it was only like every once in a while,
And I mean, we would never need to put fuel in this with
Never.
those
Literally
fuel economy numbers.
yeah,
So
literally,
very impressive there. We've got a Bose sound system we normally don't
the
talk about.
space is good enough. Yeah,
Standard size sunroof above us, good visibility, good.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Again, Honda, you're doing good.
I like this one.
Yep.
This is a good one.
So if you want to know more from Holly, see what she's driving, see what she's testing before it is here on the channel, follow her on Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it, it's all at GT Garage Talk. Or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com where you'll find links to everything we do, including our award-winning podcast. But as for us, in the 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid Touring, until next time, gearheads. Bye.
Bye.